Welcome all to today's class on Laplace Transform. So, today we are going to talk about the contribution made by Perry Simon Marquis de Laplace. He was a French scholar and a great mathematician whose work is very important in the development of engineering, mathematics, statistics, physics, astronomy, and philosophy. You may remember Laplacian differential operator, and hence Laplace equations are very popular in many branches of mathematical physics. Today we are going to learn one such important formula devised by Laplace, and that is called Laplace transform. The definition is L of s is equal to integral 0 to infinity f of x e raised to minus sx dx, or it is called Laplace transform of the function f of x. So what is Laplace transform? Laplace transform is nothing but Fourier transform of real positive functions. You may recollect what is Fourier transform. It is written over there. Fourier transform f of n is equal to 1 by root 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity f of x e raised to minus I n x dx. You can see that in Laplace transform, the limits have changed from minus infinity to plus infinity. It is changed to 0 to infinity. That means we are talking about real positive functions. Real in the sense that no imaginary terms are involved while we are doing the integration. So you can see that e raised to minus I n x is changing to e raised to minus xx. So we can say that Laplace transform is nothing but Fourier transform of real positive functions, and there is no negative or imaginary terms involved in it. Now it has many applications. The most important application will be solving differential equations, which we will deal with the how to solve the differential equation. We will deal in the last sessions of Laplace transform. Now we will do some problems. First problem, find the Laplace transform of f of x is equal to x. So you try to remember the equation, the definition of Laplace transform, that is L of s is equal to integral 0 to infinity f of x e raised to minus sx dx. Now using the substituting f of x is equal to x and using the Leibniz formula, we will get that L of s is equal to 1 by s square. All substitutions are done in this slide. Now let us try f of x is equal to a constant k. So you again write the equation, put f of x equal to k, and this integration is much easier because k is a constant. You apply the limits, and the limit only acts for that 0. When you apply infinity, the e raised to minus xx becomes 0. So the answer is quite straightforward, that is k by s. Now let us discuss two more problems. One is f of x is equal to kx. You can try yourself. You can find that L of s becomes k by s square. And then let us do another problem where f of x is equal to e raised to ax. So what you have to do is substitute the function as e raised to ax. Try to do an integration. I have done the integration for you. I have taken a condition that this a is much less than s. So you can come to a straightforward answer that this Laplace transform becomes 1 by s minus c. So such an assumption helps you to find the answer. I have done around 12 Laplace transform in the notes which I have provided along with this video. So what you can do is that try to do that problems by yourself and ask me any doubts if you have. So today's class is this 12 problems, and also in the coming class we will discuss about the properties of Laplace transform. Thank you all for patiently listening. So this is the end of lecture 1 of Laplace transform. Thank you.